Cats, myth or science? Cats have been worshipped, feared, blamed for bad luck, and credited with supernatural powers for thousands of years. From black cats bringing misfortune to cats seeing ghosts, these animals sit right on the edge between science and myth. Today on Mind and Cosmos, we re-breaking down the most famous myths about cats and the real science behind why people believe them in the first place. Some are false, some are misunderstood, and a few are surprisingly close to the truth. Myth 1, black cats equals bad luck. The idea that black cats bring bad luck comes from medieval Europe, where they were linked to witchcraft and fear of the unknown. Dark shapes at night, glowing eyes, and silent movement made them symbols of danger. But there's no biological basis for this belief. In fact, in parts of the UK and Japan, black cats are considered lucky. Same cat, different culture, because the myth exists in the human mind, not in the animal. Myth 2. Cats see the unseen. When a cat suddenly stares into empty space, people often assume something paranormal is happening, but cats have incredible senses. They see better in low light, detect tiny movements, and hear higher frequencies than humans. They can hear insects, mice, or even pipes clicking inside walls. What looks like a ghost to us is usually just sensory information we can't detect. Myth 3. Always land on their feet. Cats have something called the riding reflex, allowing them to twist their bodies midair and land feet first. They do this by rotating their front and back halves independently and spreading their limbs to slow their fall. However, they don't always land safely. Falls that are too short or awkward can still cause injury. The myth comes from an ability that is real but not perfect. Myth 4. 9 lives. The idea that cats have 9 lives likely comes from how often they survive accidents that would seriously harm other animals. Their flexible spines, low body weight, and riding reflex all help them survive falls. Ancient cultures turned this survival skill into mythology, choosing the number 9 because it symbolized completeness and magic. Scientifically, cats don't have extra lives, but they are remarkably resilient. Myth 5. Purring means happy. Most people think a purring cat is always a happy cat, but purring is more complex. Cats also purr when they're stressed, injured, frightened, or even dying. Purring can act as a self-soothing mechanism and a way to signal vulnerability. To understand how a cat feels, you need to look at the whole picture: posture, ears, eyes, appetite, and behavior, not just sound. Myth 6. Purring heals. This myth might have some scientific grounding. Cat purrs occur at low frequencies that overlap with ranges studied in bone growth and tissue repair. While purring isn't a magical healing tool, it may help conserve energy, reduce stress, and support recovery. Evolution may have shaped purring as both a communication signal and a physical benefit. Myths 7 and 8. Milk and water cartoons taught us that cats love milk, but many adult cats are lactose intolerant. Drinking cow's milk can upset their stomachs. And while cats are known for hating water, it's not universal. Most cats dislike being soaked because wet fur is heavy and uncomfortable, but some cats enjoy water play or even swimming. These myths come from general tendencies, not rules. Myths 9 and 10. Cats aren't nocturnal. They're crepuscular, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk. That's when their hunting instincts are strongest. Another dark myth claims cats steal babies' breath. This belief arose centuries ago when infant deaths were unexplained. Science tells us cats don't steal breath, but pets should still be kept out of cribs for safety, not superstition. And now, the weirdest myth that's actually got science behind it: cats control minds. Not in a spooky, hypnotic way, but in a microscopic way. There is a parasite called Toxoplasma gondii that reproduces in cats and can alter behavior in animals like rodents, making them less afraid of cats. In humans, it's usually harmless but scientifically fascinating. This is where myth and science almost overlap because Sometimes reality is stranger than superstition. Cats aren't magical, but they are biological wonders shaped by evolution. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe to Mind and Cosmos and stay curious.